everything said, let's not forget India-Pakistan match does remain the biggest draw in world cricket. The number of people, that are seen in the stadium unmatched. Given that, ICC has also made it a point. Every major tournament the two nations have played since 2012, they've been placed in the same category. So this is where that decision is coming from. But tell us about the announcements that we could hear from ICC if Pakistan indeed were to make this official and communicate this via PCB.
Well, as you rightly mentioned, India-Pakistan game are the biggest money churner in tournaments like in multi-nation tournaments like this. And you have seen this. You've seen this repeatedly. In terms of ICC, look, what PCB, in a way, one other thing they are looking at here is that they are trying to hurt ICC where it will hurt the most, which is the revenue bit of it. And ICC also knows that, hence the reason why there is been a stern warning in terms of sanctions and everything. They still have this open, they have this path open where they are asking Pakistan to reconsider and look at the far-reaching implications of this. As of now, ICC doesn't have any official announcement or any official vote from the PCB on this matter, even though yesterday night press release was sent out. But then again, once ICC gets an official vote from the PCB, then they will take on the actions. And actions, as I mentioned, as Payal also mentioned earlier, if the sponsors would be the biggest hit here. And ICC would know that. If sponsors go to the ICC would go to PCB and say, this is because of you that we are incurring these losses, and they'll pass on the buck to the Pakistan Cricket Board. Plain and simple. So ICC would be waiting it out. There still would be negotiations as cricketer.
But does this also pose, Vineet, any logistical or regulatory challenges for ICC as well?
No regulatory challenges, nothing of that sort would be there for ICC. The tournament will go on. Even if Pakistan is not there, the tournament will go on. Yes, there would be revenue losses. The India-Pakistan, the hype of the sponsors and everything would die down a bit, would be a bit less. But then again, the tournament will go on. There would be no logical issues for ICC. But what will ICC do? ICC are also looking at the fact that they don't want to create a wrong precedent as well. They don't want to, they won't let go Pakistan the way they, are going ahead. If this goes on and Pakistan remains unpunished, there would be chances that other boards and whoever else comes around for the next tournament, and they'll also try to do this kind of fracas. So they don't want to do that. So more than the logistical challenges, it would be a wrong precedent that ICC would not want to make as well. And really, tell Pakistan, and through Pakistan, tell the other board members that this is not something that you should be doing. The integrity of the tournament has to be kept intact.
Okay. Thank you, Vineet and Pal, for joining us with your thoughts, inputs, and just decoding that story for us. I want to stay on with our experts for a while. Ritinder, can you jog our memory through what we've seen in the past? Because this is not going to be new, not going to be for the first time that a team has boycotted a match or given up on the entire tournament. We've seen World Cups where we've seen boycotts in the past. Australia, West Indies skipped matches in Sri Lanka in 1996. So we've just pulled up some figures. England also avoided Zimbabwe. New Zealand stayed away from Kenya in 2003. But none of them faced sanctions beyond forfeited points. Those decisions, though, were justified on security grounds. That's not a shield Pakistan has this time. So what's the worst case scenario here for Pakistan? What all could they have to face if they stick to this decision?
Look, that's a very important point you have put in, as there has been forfeits earlier, and as you have rightly pointed out, there has been security threat issues, and there has been no sanctions whatsoever. But this is actually bizarre. There is no security threat whatsoever, and coming up with this, and as we have been discussing, it is still in pipeline. There's no substance to it at the moment. So we all hope that Pakistan will play India for the cricket's sake. And as a cricketer, I just want to put in that as I put in earlier too, you wait for this World Cup. You want to do well in this World Cup, and every Pakistan cricketer, every Australian, Indian cricketer, they want to show their might in this all-important World Cup. And I hope that good sense will prevail and Pakistan will not forfeit this game and face on strong India in the next few days.
Ambassador Dayal, Pakistan government may also have to give answers to its cricketers, to the fans who were eagerly watching out for Pakistan's games going into the T20 World Cup, isn't it? And how big a factor could that be? Because we do know the Pakistan army, the Pakistan government really doesn't think it is answerable to anyone. That said, the sentiment that's coming from the cricketers, from former cricketers of the Pakistan team, they've said that the consequences could be huge. And this is politics speaking, not cricket.
Well, you're right. The consequences for Pakistan are going to be enormous. And by boycotting the match, Pakistan risks antagonizing the relationship with the ICC. Of course, the Pakistani people will be very happy because cricket is a passion there. You know, I've served in Pakistan and I was there 3.5 years. At that time, there were 2 tours by India of Pakistan. People love the great game. And they are not going to be happy that their government decision is adversely affecting the interests of their cricket team. Of course, Pakistan, if it forfeits the match, it will find that India will be awarded 2 group points. Pakistan's net run rate will be severely damaged, and that might affect Pakistan's chances of making any further progress in the tournament. Moreover, the ICC has warned that the move could trigger a cascade of punitive measures. There are a number of punitive measures which the ICC has enunciated. And it has also said that it may hold back Pakistan's share of annual revenue, which is expected to be around $35 million. And Pakistan is an impoverished country. The cricket board is not rich. And the people are not going to be happy that the interests of cricket in their country will be so badly affected. So I wouldn't rule it out that the Pakistan government reverses its decision and says that because of the, wishes of the people, it's going along with them, etc., etc. But it's going to be a very tight call. At the moment, it seems that expressing solidarity with Bangladesh is important because, ICC has already decided to remove Bangladesh.
There's also the Bangladesh elections point of view, and that's something that they're looking at possibly.
Yes.
So they're really not favoring anything above and beyond politics at the moment. At least that seems to be the sentiment in the Pakistan government. Ambassador Dayal, Ritinder, thank you so much for joining us. For now, this gamble may not pay off for Pakistan, and it might just end up being a hit wicket, but time will tell the rest. We head into a quick break with that. We'll be right back with lots more in just a bit.